will be the family planning. Family planning. Now we will discuss about this family planning in detail. What is family planning? So what is a family planning? Family planning is nothing but a planning for a small family by adopting scientific methods by birth control methods. Then what do you mean by birth control methods? That is also known as the family planning methods or contraceptive method. That is, prevention of conception is called contraception, that means conceiving, and the methods adopted to prevent that conception is known as the family planning methods and contraceptive methods. See here, an ideal contraceptive should be user friendly, it should be easily available, it should be effective and reversible with no or less side effects. It also should in no way interfere with the sexual activities, its desire and sexual act of the user. So there are a varieties of contraceptive methods are presently available, which could be broadly grouped into the different categories. You can see here the family planning methods. It has been broadly categorized into two main categories, that is the temporary method and the permanent methods. So again, this temporary methods, there are of many different types. There may be natural method, barrier method, intrauterine devices, oral contraceptive. Then the permanent methods is of two types, that is vasectomy and tubectomy. Let us discuss one by one. First we will study about the natural methods. Yes, before starting this natural methods and all, first the question arises, why the birth control is essential? The birth control is essential to control overpopulation, to maintain healthy family, to provide better education and to avoid pollution and to control over exploitation of the natural resources. So first we will study the temporary methods. In that we will first study the natural methods. So these natural methods, what it will do, it will avoid the chances of sperm and ovum meeting and thereby the fertilization. It will not allow the sperm to meet with the ovum, therefore no fertilization will takes place. Again, this natural methods is of many types. We will discuss. First is about the periodic abstinence. Now let us discuss the natural methods. Natural methods. Again, these methods consist of so many types. So first we will study about the periodic abstinence. Periodic abstinence. This periodic abstinence method of contraception, it is based on the knowledge of the menstrual cycle. Here one has to keep in record of the days and avoid intercourse at the time of ovulation. It is all therefore called as the rhythm method. Application of this method needs the knowledge of menstrual cycle and abstinence of sex during unsafe period. Hence it is also called as natural contraception. Here the menstrual cycle is divided into four phases, namely bleeding period, safe period, unsafe period and again safe period. See, normal menstrual cycle consists of 28 days. From the first day to the 5th day of the menstrual cycle, it will be of the bleeding period. From the day 6 to the day 10, it will be safe period. During this period, the couple, they can have the sexual contact. There is no chances of fertilization. But from day 11 to day 20, it is an unsafe period, because here it is the unsafe period because ovulation takes place mostly on the 14th day. The viability of period of ovum is 24 hours and the sperm is 48 hours. So this is the period here the chances of fertilization is more, as ovulation could be accepted. For this reason, this period is also known as the fertile period. It is unsafe period, so the couple should not have this sexual contact during this period, as there is a chances fertilization of chances is more here. Again, from 21 to 28 days, it is a safe period, as no fertilizations will take. The chances of fertilization is not here, so this is the safe period. The couple could have the sexual contact during this period. But this method is applicable only to women who have a very regular 28 days menstrual cycle. Yes, our next natural method will be the withdrawal coitus or coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus, or it is also known as withdrawal method. So in this method, what happens? A man withdraws his penis from vagina of the woman before ejaculation during sexual intercourse, so that the ejaculation can occur outside the vagina. If the ejaculation occurs outside the vagina, so this will prevent the sperm from being deposited in the vagina. So the sperms, if the semen whatever it is there which is collected outside the vagina, the sperms will be released outside, so no meeting of sperm and ovum takes place, so no fertilization will takes place. But this method is not completely successful, because sometimes what happens, the semen may get deposited into the vagina without the man being aware of it. So this also is unacceptable to large number of couples, because it may limit sexual gratification also. Our next will be the lactational amenorrhea method. Lactational amenorrhea method, LAM. So it is also a natural method based on the fact that breastfeeding in women suppresses ovulation and fertility in the early months of delivery. Here it is an absence of menstruation, and the fact that the menstrual cycle does not occur during the period of intense lactation following the parturition. As long as the mother feeds the child fully, chances of conception are almost absent. However, this method has been reported to be effective only up to a maximum period of 6 months following parturition. So that means soon after the delivery, the menstruations will be absent for mostly for 6 months. If no menstruation takes place, then no fertilization will takes place. So these are some of the natural methods. So here in the natural methods, no medicines or devices are used in this method. Side effects are almost absent, even though chances of failure high among those who are following this method. Let's begin with the next method, that is the barrier methods. So these barrier methods, here in the barrier method, the sperms and the ovums are not meeting physically, means the barrier is not allowing the sperms and ovum to meet. So such methods are available both for male as well as the female. First we will study about the condoms. So what are condoms? It is a thin sheath made up of latex rubber which is put over the penis before the intercourse. Here the male will wear the condoms over his penis so that the ejaculation will take place inside that condom, so that it will help in preventing the semen. It will collects the semen and it prevents the entry of sperms into the uterus, and it is convenient to use effective and inexpensive, and it also protects against the sexually transmitted diseases. Nirod. It is a popular brand of condom for male. So use of these condoms both for male as well as the female are disposable and can be self-inserted, and thereby gives the privacy to the users. Next is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a dome-shaped disc made up of soft rubber which cover the entrance of uterus, and it is used along with the spermicides. So what are the spermicides? It are the chemicals which is used in the form of either creams, jellies or foam to coat the inner surface of the barrier. So this will help in preventing the sperm from reaching the oocyte, and the spermicides helps by killing the sperms. So it has no dangerous side effects, reliable if used carefully, and it also provides some protection against sexually transmitted diseases as well as the cervical cancer. Next is the cervical caps or the walled caps. You can say it is a miniature diaphragm. It will cover the cervix very closely, and it also prevents the sperm from entering the uterus, and it also holds the spermicides. So all this acts as a barrier, and it will not allow the sperm and ovum to meet physically. If there is no meet of the sperm and the ovum, no fertilization will take place. Yes, next we will study about the intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices. IUDs. It is very important. Many times this question has been asked. What are intrauterine devices? These are the mechanical devices that are inserted into the uterus of the female to prevent the fertilization. These are small objects, like it will be in the form of loops, it will be in the form of rings, spiral, and it is made up of plastic, copper or stainless steel inserted into the uterus by the physician and is left there itself. And it is of further many types. It will be in the form of non-medicated IUDs, non-medicated IUDs. It will be in the form of copper releasing IUDs, copper releasing IUDs. It will be in the form of hormonal releasing IUDs. Hormonal releasing IUDs. Non-medicated IUDs. So these phagocytes, these IUDs, what they will do, they will phagocytize the sperms within the uterus. Example will be the Lippes loop. Copper releasing IUDs. Here the copper ions released by the intrauterine devices, what they will do, they will suppress the sperm motility and the fertilizing capacity of the sperms. If the sperms motility is suppressed, the sperms fails to meet with the ovum and fertilization will not take place. Example for this is copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375. Next is the hormone releasing IUDs. So these intrauterine devices inserted makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation, and the cervix hostile for sperm, thus prevents the conception. Our next method is oral contraception. Oral contraception. So oral administration of small doses of either progestogens or progestogens estrogen. Combination. See, small doses of either only the progestogens or the combination of both progestogens and estrogens is the another contraceptive method which is used by the females. They are used in the form of tablets. They are used in the form of tablets that are called the pills. So pills have to be taken daily for a period of 21 days. See, menstrual cycle lasts for about 28 days. So first day of the menstrual cycle, so the female has to take the pills till the 21 days within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. After a gap of 7 days, it has to be repeated in the same pattern till the female desire to prevent conception. So what they will do, these pills, they will inhibit the ovulation and implantation, as well as it alters the quality of cervical mucus to prevent the entry of sperm. It will not allow the entry of sperm. Pills are very effective with lesser side effects and are well accepted by the females. So one more is this Saheli. Very important from exam point of view. Saheli is the new contraceptive for the females. It contains the non-steroidal preparation. It is a once a week pill. Once a week pill. That means you have to take this pill once in a week. It has very few side effects and it has very high contraceptive value. So progesterone alone or in combination with the estrogen can also be used by females as injection or implants also. This may be taken in the form of either injections or implants also. So this was some of the temporary method. Now let us discuss about the permanent methods. Permanent methods. Permanent method, it is also known as the surgical methods. It is also known as sterilization method. It is generally advised for the male and female partner as a terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. Surgical intervention blocks gamete transport and thereby prevent the conception. So the surgical method which is done in the male, that is known as the vasectomy, and the sterilization method which is done in the female, that is known as the tubectomy. First we will study about the vasectomy. So it is a method of male sterilization which is conducted under the local anesthesia. So what here it has done, a small cut is made in the scrotum and the vast difference is exposed. Then a vast difference is removed here. Both the ends are tied. You can see here, both the ends are tied to prevent rejoining. So this will prevent the transport of sperm through the sperm production as continuous as usual. So the sperms that are produced are destroyed in the testes itself by natural phagocytosis. Vasectomy is 99% effective and is also reversible. So you can see here the vast differences has been removed, they had been tied. Whatever the sperms which has been released, it will be destroyed in the testis itself. Next is about the tubectomy. It is a method of female sterilization done under the general anesthesia. It involves the opening of the body wall and cutting a short section out of each fallopian tube. You can see that the cut is made in the each fallopian tube. Then they are sealed by a tiny bag at the ends, by tying back the ends. You can see here. So this will prevent the passage of ovum into the uterus. You can see egg will be released from the ovary. So here it will, by tying these knots, it will helps in preventing the ovum to release in the uterus. So tubectomy is 100% effective. It does not affect the ovaries, which continue to produce their hormones. Hence there is no change in the physiology of the woman. So these are some of the birth control methods. So today in this session we have studied about the population explosion and birth control method. In our next class we will study about medical termination of pregnancy as well as sexually transmitted diseases.